Hi, everybody. This is Thursday Thoughts at 3 with
Jacqui and
Susan. Welcome.
How is everybody today? Hope you stayed dry this morning. I know I didn't. I got ambitious as usual, decided to walk to the gym and got caught in the downpour both ways. But it's only water, right?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I actually had to wear my boots today and the raincoat, but
there you go.
And now it's beautiful.
Exactly. So guys, why is marriage so darn hard? We always try to figure that out because what is our goal? To get married, to live out our lives with a partner, to have, in a lot of cases, family, children, careers, to grow old together. And that's really the key when you're looking to get married, isn't it? To ask yourselves, can I grow old with this person? So that's where we start. Then there's an end, and then we have everything in between.
Right. I always say marriage is like a roller coaster ride. You know, before you even go there.
Yes.
Okay. When we are little girls, the fairy tales. They're fairy tales. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
We don't always live happily ever after.
That's for sure.
And it's about work. It's about working on a relationship. Marriage is a roller coaster ride.
Oh boy, is it ever.
You got your ups and downs and back up again.
Oh my God. So why is it hard? We love our children. Hey Nan, hey Madeline, and hey Robert. Thank you for tuning in. We want to grow old with this person. So we think at the beginning when it's all roses and romance and it's just the two of you working towards goals. Then as you accomplish the goals, perhaps you buy that house, that condo, you go into business, you meet a career goal, you become partner in a firm, you decide to have children in any order. Get the dog before to practice. Hi, Jennifer. But the point is, we all come from different birth families. We all come from different homes, and we each think our way is correct. So the first step is, how do we integrate this? And that's where the fighting begins.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And a lot also relationships, a lot of marriages, people come in marriages like, oh, I'm going to change this person, which is inevitable. You can't.
Tip number one to anyone who's in a marriage thinking they're going to change, or anyone who's getting engaged or not. Hey.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen. Do not ever think you're going to change that person.
Right.
What you see is what you get. So the first tip is ask yourself, can I go through life with this person? Can I grow old with this person? Tip number one.
Right. And part of it, though, is changing your attitude. Either, is this the right person for me? Because I'm not changing him.
Or her.
Or her.
Guys,
You're
guys
right.
online.
Or, this doesn't, I'm going to work with it. I'm going to change my attitude towards it. I'm going to do my thing and I'll change myself, and let's see, maybe somebody else will change with you because you've changed.
Absolutely. See, we think we are perfect and we do it right. Of course we do. That's why we try to change somebody. But the point is, marriage is two imperfect people getting together to try to have a life together. So where do the problems come in? In the communication, in how to accomplish our goals, how to discuss our feelings, how to get what we are collectively looking for in the relationship or as individuals. That's key. When we're upset, the first thing we're upset about is something that happened, and who else can get us this upset? Is somebody we love.
Right.
And it could be a friend, a dear friend. It could be a relative, a parent, a child. But speaking about a spouse, because that's the one you choose.
Right.
Other loves are very unconditional.
Right.
Friends, not so much either, obviously, but children, parents, unconditional. You lose them, they're gone. There's no replacement. As we know, we can replace spouses, unfortunately, but that's the way of the world, and a lot of religious Bibles and stuff even give permission for that. So with that being said, communication, we get upset, and we scream, we yell, we cry, we freeze.
Yeah. But I think the most important thing to know about communication, if your loved one says something to you that you may feel offended by, or something that is inappropriate, or whatever it is, remember it's a reflection of them, and it really has nothing to do with you.
Correct.
And I always say, if your spouse is angry with you or they say something, or even anybody in any relationship, just put up a mirror, and let them know it's a reflection of them. It has nothing to do with you.
Tip number 2.
Correct. Tip number 2. It's not about you. It's about how they perceive you as a reflection of who they are.
Absolutely.
And they need to be called out on that.
Yes, they do. So speaking about communication, how can we step back and not react emotionally? Because the truth of the matter is, we know when women speak, they want to be understood. So they talk and they talk and they talk. And that's if you're lucky enough that they don't get emotional and cry or scream. But even when they're talking, what do men hear? They hear
Charlie Brown's mother.
They don't hear us. So women have to learn how men listen. You have to decide what it is you're looking to accomplish and how to get there without the frustration, without the upset, and without all right, he doesn't listen, I'm not even talking anymore. That is a perfect bad place to be in a relationship.
Exactly. You need to be seen, be heard.
Absolutely. Tip number 3 to women about their men, but now men to their women.
Before we go on, let's see. Jonathan Friedman says, very good question. All right. And Harry, he says, it's not hard. All you have to keep agreeing and saying, yes, dear. Oh, I love that.
Well,
yes,
you
dear.
know what, Harry?
And Jaime said the same thing, yes, dear.
Well, the truth is, guys, you're right, because a happy life is a happy wife. Again, the women are mostly in charge of the home.
Right.
Whether we like it or not, even if both spouses in the marriage work.
Right.
And I have to say, this is not, all of this is also true, not just for heterosexual marriages. We never tagged me.
Yes, we'll tag Jacqui. It says tagged. All right,
okay.
We're good.
But this is not just true even in heterosexual marriages. Even in same-sex marriages, there's 2 partners that take on different roles. So I don't know where the role is for you, so please excuse us. We're not trying to be insensitive. But the truth is, you have to figure out, as a man, realizing that for the most part you have testosterone. You're still the one, even if both people in this unit are working together and they go out and work, really at the end of the day, who is the one that's in charge of the home? Who's the one that asks for your help? So you have to realize that you don't know these things all the time. So if she's asking, she's not nagging. She's just asking for a little bit of help. So maybe you can explain to her how you would hear it better. That's communication. Tip number 4. Tell her how you would hear it better. But if she doesn't, you have to do it.
So, when I have my couples, we do expression, art expression through communication with couples as well. So, if we kind of draw something that we need from the other person each week, they come in and they say, this is what I need from you. And can you ask your significant other? Can you ask your significant this is what I need from you this week. Can you do it for me? Or vice versa, because you need to get your needs met. If needs aren't met in either direction, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
So communication and expressing your needs and what you need. Harry, your wife is the boss? Just ask her, okay?
And as long as you're good with it, Harry, and it makes the marriage work, touche for you. So again, we go back to communication. It's always about communication. A few quick tips every day, and it sounds silly, but if you just practice it and it becomes a habit, each of you wake up and at some point just say in a nice way, what can I do for you today?
Yeah.
It could be something so small, and you may not agree, but if it's important enough to your spouse, just do it. It's real easy. Just do it.
And the other thing I think is important to tell each other daily is why you're grateful for them that day.
Absolutely.
Thanks for taking out the garbage without me asking you. Or,
What if they don't ask and play the martyr? You know what, Jonathan? We have like a minute left on this call, but if at some point you want a private message, Susan or I, we would be really happy to have that conversation with you. And if anyone else wants to private message us, please. This is a great topic, and these are things we work on in different ways with our clients.
Yeah, and if you're not on this with us live, or if you are, feel free to share tips here too. I mean, if you found you have a great relationship, you found the secret sauce for a good marriage and how to make it work. Yeah, add to it. Add to this this thread.
And another quick tip: not just dailies. What can I do for you? Cute Jonathan. Is once a month, and I know it sounds crazy, but this is working at a relationship to make it easier, not harder. And if you put these little things into play, you'd be surprised how they become habit and they work. So what is the question? You should sit down once a month for a half an hour. Whether you have a cocktail, don't have a cocktail, after the kids go to bed,
Schedule
after you
date
finish
night.
a project. Well, date night goes without saying. Tip number 6.
Do we remember all the tips? We
Oh
have to
my
go
God.
back. We have to go back and
But the
review our
next
tips.
tip would be do a check-in
Right.
on your marriage. What do you find the other person has been doing well? What can they improve a little bit for you? And vice versa. Or for you as a couple.
Right.
To go back and remember things you did that made you happy, that brought you together in the first place when things are rough. Reminisce.
Totally.
Go take out some old pictures. There's so many things you can do to bring you back together.
Yeah. Get that spark going, ladies.
Get it going. And
And if you're not in the mood, get in the mood. That might help.
Tip number 9.
10 and 11.
Exactly. So guys, we're on for 11 minutes. We try very hard to keep it to 10 minutes so everybody can get back to doing what they do. But we hope we were able to help you a little bit. Hi, Rebecca. Why marriage is so darn hard, but doesn't have to be. So if we can help anybody, again, Jonathan, you wanted to know about the martyr, we can help you with that, I promise. So everybody, have a wonderful day. We will be dark next week. We're not going to be here, but we will see you in 2 weeks. And if anybody has a topic they would like us to discuss or touch on, please
Check in.
feel free to check in with us, okay? So everybody, have a great day, have a great 2 weeks, and peace out.